everybody, my name is Infinite Gamer, and welcome to How to Get, a series where I tell you how to get things in video games. And today, we are going to be taking a look at how to get S+ rank for Claire B. This is Claire B. So yes, we're going to be taking a look at that. So, real quick things I want to get out of the way before we start this is A, we're skipping cutscenes, except for the very final cutscene, and B, because I didn't mention this in my Claire A video, and we're going to need to do the same thing in this video, we're going to basically save every grenade that I don't say you have to use. So if you have picked up grenades, make sure you put them in your item box throughout this run, just so you don't have to worry about using them accidentally, because you need them all. So just trust me. Claire can be very difficult when it comes to being quick and having quite a bit of ammo, because I feel like one of her biggest flaws is not having enough ammo to actually deal with the problems that she is given. So after we're going to grab that bolt cutter, we're going to trigger a cutscene that we're going to skip, and we're going to run right so those zombies don't get us. We're going to run down here and use the bolt cutter on this chained up door. In here is the revolver, a grenade, and a key, along with, I believe, some bullets. Put your SLS in the chest, grab the ammo, grab the key, and grab the grenade that's on this radiator, or like radiating heater, or whatever it's called. And then come up here, and if this guy is right here, tap him in the legs. And then there might be a swarm of zombies. When you see a swarm of zombies, sometimes they'll be in like that entryway or doorway, or they'll be back here. You want to use the first grenade that we get, and you want to blow them up so you can get past them easier. Then we're going to use the key right here. And instead of actually going into the RPD first floor, we're going to go to the RPD second floor. And up here, there's going to be two zombies that are on fire, which you're going to need to remember, because as you're leaving this area, they're gonna try to get you. So we're going to come in here and get the weapon locker key card. The weapons locker key card. I always have trouble saying that. It's so many words. So right here, obviously, this guy got like really close. You want to be very careful with this gun, because if you hold down your fire button, it will act like a full auto gun or whatnot, where it just just unloads. So you want to be very careful not to accidentally unload your entire gun into a zombie's leg and waste bullets, especially since Claire is very focused on ammunition. So we're going to come into the room where you normally will pull Elliot underneath the shutter, except Leon's already done it. So we're going to get to run back here. We're going to pull up flame rounds. And then we're going to come over here to the lockers, and we are going to grab more bullets and a high-grade gunpowder. We're going to come back here, and we're going to grab a fuse. And now we are going to run over to the item box, and we are going to store the high-grade gunpowder and the flame rounds, and discard the key that we're done using. We're going to retrace our steps until we get back here. We're going to open up this door and use the bolt cutters on this door right here. I think one of my biggest complaints about Resident Evil 2 is certain puzzles like this. Like, Leon had to do that. And obviously, Leon already did it in his scenario to open up the shutters. So, kind of, why is it rechained? Did Leon go back and rechain it? What a jerk. So, we're going to pick up a high-grade gunpowder and the valve in here, along with the flash grenade that we picked up on the desk, and the bullets on the zombie by the window. We're going to put the fuse in here. And we're going to hold on to the high-grade gunpowder, because we're going to mix it with something later. Now, in this scenario, there are two zombies in the main hall, so you want to be very careful on where this guy is. And, oh, we got a lucky decapitation right there. Jill is going to be very proud of us. So, yeah, that guy might be right there. I recommend you kill him. And then we're going to come over here and kill Marvin as well, because Mr. X is going to chase us a lot through here. And we want to make sure both Marvin and the other guy are dead, just because we don't want them to catch us while we are running away from Mr. X. I almost called him Nemesis, but that is not his name. We're going to come over here to where we would open the shutter, but Leon's already done it for us. And we are going to walk right here, because there's a liquor in this hallway. People who've played the original Resident Evil 2 would know this, and a lot of Resident Evil 2 callbacks, like the OG, come in the B scenario and from Claire's scenario. So it's very fitting we have the retro music going on while we're doing this run. But yep, there's Mr. Liquor on the wall. We're just gonna keep walking. So on the ground, there are these little green lines. Once we make it to the third green line, this one right here, we can start running because he can't hear us anymore. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna grab the bullets that are on the desk. And then we're going to use the bolt cutters on this door back here. And that will be it for the bolt cutters, so we can actually discard them now. We're going to grab the green herb, the detonator, and the flash grenade. And then we're going to run over here into this office. But first, we got to kill this guy. Normally, when he falls the first time, that's just him dead. But I don't think he's dead. Always make sure you go back and check to make sure he's actually fully dead. Because if he's not fully dead, you're going to be in trouble. So we're going to come over here, and the solution to this is 9-15-7. And it will give us another pouch, which will be very helpful for the next few things we have to pick up. So in this run, we actually don't need the speed loader because we don't have the SLS. So there's no reason to do that puzzle. But because I need all the ammo I can get, we're going to do 109 in the locker. In Claire A scenario, we didn't do this because I wasn't going to need a lot of ammo. But this gun likes to use a lot of ammo sometimes. So I just like having extra on me just to make sure that we don't get screwed over. But now we're going to pick up the grenade launcher. And just like in the A scenario, I'm going to take out this guy's leg. And you guys can see right there how I kind of wasted like 3 bullets by missing his leg because I was shooting a little quickly. How this gun can just waste your ammunition if you're not careful. And sometimes it's very easy in this game to not be careful with how you're shooting your gun, especially if you get in a tense situation. So that's why I always want to pick up extra bullets. So I'm actually going to pick up these bullets right here and hug the left wall to dodge the female zombie. Right there. And then we're going to run behind this cabinet and mix our green herb with the red herb. We're going to open up the bathroom, and Artemis is going to get in my way and I don't say what we're doing. We're going to pick up the flame rounds in that locker, and then we're going to use the Capcom combination to open up this locker for more flame rounds, which flame rounds are very important later on in this game. Very, very important. I'm going to discard the bolt cutter because I don't need them anymore. I'm going to pick up gunpowder right here because I'm going to have to mix it with the gunpowder in the STARS office. But now there's not a liquor in this hallway because he was downstairs, but there's someone else in this hallway that we definitely don't want to deal with. So we're going to pick up the battery and combine it with our detonator. We are then going to pick up the flame rounds, the flash grenade, and the high-grade gunpowder over here. If you search that first aid bag on the, if you, interact with it, you can get a first aid spray out of it, too, which I just think is pretty funny. But now we're going to open the door, and Mr. X is going to spawn now and be chasing us. So now we're kind of on a timer on everything, and we have to make sure everything gets done absolutely perfect, or he's going to punch us in the back. Always check before you exit this room because the female zombie could just be right in front of that door. So be very careful when exiting. We're going to stun the guy up the stairs and grab more bullets right here. Then we have this zombie in his little jumpsuit or whatever that is. And we're going to have to stun him and grab the spade key. And you can hear Mr. X is very quickly getting behind us. It's quite worrying. We're going to come in here. We're going to pick up this gunpowder because we're going to use it for later. Now, there's not a pouch in this room because there's a pouch in the main hall. So we don't have to worry about picking up a pouch here. We're going to use the detonator. And if you guys have seen the Claire A scenario, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to open up the door. We're going to stand in the doorway. And I'm going to shoot this guy with an acid round. And then finish him off with the revolver. 1 acid round and 2 bullets, 2 to 3 bullets will kill him. The solution for this puzzle is Ram, Harp, Bird. And we're going to get our first medallion. So yeah, you'll notice that this is kind of like certain things happen out of order in the B scenario because we get access to things before we get access to things in the A scenario. So we're going to come in here and we're going to come down the stairs, but Mr. X is still kind of chasing after us, so we kind of be quick in this room. Again, if you interact with the ladder or run near the zombie sitting in the corner, we are going to activate them. So we don't want to do that. So don't touch the ladder. But, oh god, here's Mr. X. And I'm actually about to wake up the big zombie, so I'm going to try to bait a punch out of Mr. X. But that doesn't happen. So I was able to just kite around him, and I can't set up the bookshelf puzzle anymore because he's in the room. So we'll just have to do it quicker later. We're going to come in here and grab the unicorn statue, and the solution for this is kids, scale, and worm. Oh my, Claire, are you alright? You just got punched. So yeah, I got punched there, unfortunately. But we're gonna run over here and unlock the door. We're heading out of the library. I'm going to use my herb because when you're at caution, you don't run as quickly. So we're gonna have to use our herb to keep up the pace. And if you listen closely here, you can hear a zombie. Which, if I killed Marvin, like, I should have made sure that he was dead, he wouldn't be alive right now. So he's alive and we have to dodge him. The solution for this puzzle is crown, fire, bird. I like to remember the crowned flaming phoenix to remember that puzzle. So we're gonna put all the medallions into the statue, whatever this is, and we are going to run down in here, and that will keep Mr. X from actually chasing us. Thank goodness. We're gonna pick up the gunpowder and the flame rounds. We're gonna store the flame rounds, and we're gonna store the gunpowder. So you'll notice that there was a high-grade gunpowder and 2 normal gunpowders in there. That was a bit of a whoopsie on my part. I was supposed to mix the high-grade and the small gunpowder and put away the small gunpowder, but instead I left all the gunpowders in the chest. So now I'm gonna have less acid rounds for this fight, but it doesn't matter because we have a bit of a strategy. And I'm gonna use grenades on this, G1 to kind of make the fight go by quicker. Another thing I want to say right here is a lot of speedrunners will use the knife strat to skip this because they're trying to get the best time. But we're not trying to speedrun the game, we're trying to get it in its plus rank. And not everybody has access to the knife skip that other people have because you need to be running your computer at 120 FPS. So this will work on every platform. No matter where you're playing it, it will always work. So we're going to start this fight by throwing a grenade and then hitting him with an acid round and unloading our revolver into him. Don't worry about wasting bullets right here. Just unload into him. And when he starts getting close, we're going to chuck a flash grenade at him to allow us to basically grab everything in the corner. Alright, so I'm going to chuck the flash grenade right there. That is going to stun him so I can loot this little corner right here, which has bullets, a grenade, equip the grenade, and a green herb. So now we're going to turn this corner, and I'm going to chuck another grenade at him. This is going to blow him up and stun him again, so now he's stuck over there. So we can loot this corner, which is going to give us a red herb and more bullets. And now it's time to shoot him. And holy crap. So we're just going to reload, because now he's going to take a moment to get back up. And we're going to shoot him again, and he's, like, almost dead. I'm going to decide to reload acid round. Because once he falls 3 times, when he, like, takes a knee 3 times, 1 acid round should be able to kill him. So I'm just going to run around here and grab more ammo, because, again, this entire run is based on how much ammo you have left at the end in your revolver. Just because you're going to need to take out a lot of zombies and save other ammunition. So, when Cherry says this way, we're actually going to go the opposite way and grab the gunpowder in that locker. And head up to where the dog kennel is.
It won't move. You got it.
So, what's your mom like?
She works at Umbrella.
big pharmaceutical company?
My mom's always at work. I don't get to see her much.
Well, hopefully you'll get to see her again soon. So, where's your dad?
He, worked with my mom, but
So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna grab the pouch that's in the locker. Then we're going to take the high-grade gunpowder and mix it. And I'm going to store the acid round in the chest, and we're gonna pull out a small gunpowder because we're gonna need it coming up.
over there!
So we're gonna skip the cutscene, come over here, interact with the terminal that's right here, and then we're gonna skip the next cutscene.
Okay. Key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
So this is exactly like the Claire A scenario. So we don't. I'm just kind of sound like a broken record here. But what we're gonna do is you're gonna walk into this room. You're gonna grab the large gunpowder and mix it so you have acid rounds. We're going to walk in this room so we don't aggro the lickers. Lickers can smell you, but they can't see. They can smell and hear you, but they can't see you. So when you see them like perk up, like they think they know you're here, that is just them smelling you. And then if you're running, that's how they hear you. So that's why we walk in those rooms, because they actually can't attack us really unless we touch them or we're running. So we're gonna kind of line up this like thing with my boot on the tile with my boot on the ground. And if you get it just right, that guy in the crate won't wake up. We're gonna run by the other zombie who's in another jumper suit, and we're gonna hug this left wall. Because if you hug this left wall, Claire can actually just kind of clip up the stairs right there. We're then going to equip our grenade launcher and run out of the room right here, right as we're getting to the door. And we can shoot that guy so we can just kind of continue on.
Must be where that guy came from.
We're going to use the diamond key right here. We're going to pick up a high-grade gunpowder, the grenade parts from the locker, this blue herb, and we're going to mix it with our herb mix. And then we're going to pull down this lever so we can activate the elevator. So now that we're going up in the elevator... Oh, hi, Artemis. Uh-oh. Don't hit the microphone. We're gonna grab that green herb. And I'm gonna have to dodge around my cat here. Oh, no! I thought she shut my OBS. That was quite scary. Alright, so we're gonna run in here and we're gonna open up this door. And we are going to, run all the way into the back here to grab more gunpowder. Another high-grade gunpowder. And we're going to grab this little picture, which has the heart key in it. Why does Chief Irons have his key to his office locked inside a picture frame? Doesn't he need to use that to get out? Or was he locking himself in and then just didn't want anyone to find the key? I'm so confused. So we're going to come over here and I'm going to store the diamond key. We keep the heart key and we keep the spade key. We're going to mix the small gunpowder with the high-grade gunpowder, and then we're going to keep the other high-grade gunpowder we have in our inventory on us. No, you bring that back out. IG, okay. I thought I was getting worried. No, we need to take that with us because there's another gunpowder mix we're going to make in the filing room. And we need it on us so we can make space for a lot of the things we're about to pick up. Because there's a whole lot of things we're going to need to pick up. So right here is a flash grenade. Right here is some more bullets. We're going to open this, and there's going to be some flame rounds to our left. I'm going to then walk up and grab the cogwheel right here. I didn't think that this zombie could actually, like, walk up that, like, little ramp, but apparently he can. So we're going to have to actually, like, kite around and go to this door so we can get one of our electric parts. I open the door to check to see if he's here, and I'm trying to let him inside, but I end up failing at it. The reason we want him inside is so I can take off his legs so I don't have to worry about him coming back out. But then both of the zombies come in. That was worrisome. I was able to just squeeze out the door right there. So now they're both legless. They're legless. That was quite a surprise for me right there. I forgot that happened. So we're gonna grab the bullets on this bench right over here. I feel like I'm moving a lot quicker in this one than I do in the other games. Like in my Claire B run. No, my Claire A run, my bad. That I just recently recorded. I was like, man, I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe things are just flying by a lot quicker for me. But we're gonna go run down here and we're gonna switch that little valve over from right to left. And then we get to come up here and we get to push down on the lever to dump the water on the helicopter. Before you open the door, though, and go into the building, make sure you have a flash grenade equipped. So now we're going to wait until Mr. X takes a step for us, and we're going to chuck the flash grenade. We wait, because sometimes he'll do a swing like that, and he does it to Claire, I think, more than Leon. I'm not sure about that, but that's the second time that's happened to me as Claire, where he does a swing. But yeah, that's why you got to wait. We're going to use the spade key here, and this is why we pulled the spade key out of the what did you call it? The item box. There's this female zombie here that we got to kind of pop in the leg to stun her. Again, always, when you're shooting a zombie, always make sure you're shooting them in the leg. That's the fastest way to stun them, unless you have a focus shot into the head. And we got a lucky decap. Jill would be proud. Okay, that one wasn't as lucky because I put like 700 other bullets into Marvin. So I'm not going to call that one lucky, but I'm definitely going to call that a decapitation. So now, after unlocking that door, ooh, that was close. We're going to discard the key and chuck a flash grenade into this hallway where there are 2 lickers. Then we're going to use a heart key right here. I'm going to pick up this the little lever for the jack up in the library. Then I'm going to come over here and mix this gunpowder, and then I'm going to return to the other side of the table where the grenade is now that we have space. And this is why we wanted to take that high-grade gunpowder, or we would have kind of screwed ourselves. We're going to kite Mr. X around, and then we're going to just run right into this door right here. And as long as you're running straight for the door, you won't actually get hit by any of those lickers. So now we're going to head up to the library. And we're going to do the puzzle in here. Artemis, I'm going to have to move you. So now that we have this pushed down, we're going to move over these 3 shelves. And now we can touch the... Oh, I think I move them over one more. Yeah, we got to move them until it's creating a bridge for us. So now that is... the last time we'll actually be in the library, so we can go up the ladder and not have to worry about that zombie eating the other zombie on the ground. Right here, we're gonna have to shoot this guy. Okay, shoot that guy. I did this in my Claire A video. There is a way to dodge him, but it's not easy, and it's not 100%, so just shoot him. Come on, IG. This is a... keep hitting the desk with my chair. Come on, IG, this is a demonstration. So we're going to put the big cog in the gears on the first floor, and then we're going to take it out. We're going to come to the second floor, pull out this gear, replace it with the big gear, and then we're going to go downstairs and put the small gear in the other gears. There's so many gear slots here. Not the one where the big one was at, but there's another one that's little right here, and we're going to put it right here. And that will cause the bell to knock over a mechanical part, an electronic part, that
worked.
I don't know, that wasn't as good as Leon's, I feel. You know, if I would have shot that guy, he wouldn't have been right there. We're gonna kneecap this guy. Or not. Wow, that was horrible shooting. Mr. X is still down there hanging around the library, I guess. He wanted to read some books. So we don't gotta worry about him too much. We're going to open up this door and run by, which there are no zombies in here anymore because we took off their legs. We are then going to have to head downstairs. Don't go outside like I did. That wasn't the right area to go. My first mistake of the run. Oh no, I'll never recover. So how you get S+ rank is you need to beat Resident Evil 2 on standard mode in under 2 hours and 30 minutes, I believe. Or no, it's under 2 hours with as fewer of 3 saves. So I do this run in an hour and just in like an hour, I think. So, So there's about an hour of error that you guys can do. So if you guys mess up at any point, don't feel like you have to restart or redo it, because I leave an hour worth of makeup room. I'm having a bit of trouble with this puzzle. See, just like right here, I'm having trouble with this puzzle, but it's not going to end our run or anything. I'm really confused, apparently, and I can't see it. There it goes. That was quite funny. I got there, though. So we're gonna get a call, and we're gonna skip this cutscene. And now it's Sherry time. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up this doll that's behind Sherry, run over to here. We're gonna examine the doll, which has a block inside its head. We're gonna use the block on this little contraption, and then the block that's in the first slot needs to go into the third slot, and then we can just rearrange the blocks until all the shapes match. That will give us the scissors, and we can use that on the cardboard right over here.
What is this?
So, we're gonna run to the end of this hallway and climb through the window, and then it's pretty, like, straightforward. You guys can just watch how I get down to Chief Iron. So I'm just gonna rest my voice here for a quick second while this happens, and then I'll get back with you guys when we do the hide and seek situation.
That must be the door out of here. Oh no, it's him.
You are gonna be so fucking sorry!
Go away! Help! Somebody, please!
You stupid bitch, that's a dead end!
So we're gonna run back upstairs here, and then we're gonna crouch underneath the Lego house, and we're going to hide behind this wooden chair until... And now we gotta wait for Chief Irons to get up here to come and find us. But yeah, we're gonna hide behind this wooden chair, and then it's basically just reading his movements and moving around him. The first time you play through this, it's quite scary because you don't know where he's going, but the first time you get through it, it's quite easy to get through it the next time. But in case you guys still have trouble with it, I'll walk you through it, don't worry. So he's gonna start by walking, over to here, and we're gonna have to walk to Sherry's right. No, I'm sorry, Sherry's left. I got mixed up.
shit's gonna be.
So he's gonna keep going around like this, and we're gonna just kind of go in a circle. After he comes around, he's going to have like a little fit and push over a crib. That's going to allow us to run past him here in a moment. See, he pushes that crib.
Oh God. Oh God.
And then when Sherry goes, oh God, Irons moves, like turns around, and we're going to keep moving to Sherry's left. And the moment that he passes the crib, we can stand up and run. The second crib. Not the first crib. If you stand up and run past him when he's in front of the first crib, you're going to get caught. No, it's the second crib near the Lego house that he's going to fall over, and he's going to be like, oh God, because his face is literally melting. That's when you can get up and run underneath this table. And here's our old bow, Pinocchio. You guys may remember him from the Claire A video if you guys watched that.
Show yourself.
Yeah.
Now.
He had a pretty tragic story in that video. But we're not going to be talking to him today. Sherry's feeling very introverted today. So once he falls on the thing, on like the table and goes, it burns, we can come out of our hiding spot and wait for the cutscene to happen. And then after the cutscene, we're going to run up to the door, grab the key, and use the key on the next few doors until we get back to his office. So that's where you're heading. You're going back down to his office.
I'm coming in, Sherry. Get over here, bitch.
I don't like your tone, mister. So, yeah, after we open the door, we're going to get a cutscene that we can skip. You know, I'm just thinking about it. We're going to pick up the garage keycard too and head back down to the garage via the elevator. But I was just thinking about it just now while I was watching this entire sequence playthrough. And you know what this game does different? Not this game. This scenario does different from Leon's. Is it's a whole lot more interactive. Oh, we're going to also store that hand grenade that we picked up in the filing cabinet room, because now we got to save all our grenades for the final fight. But I noticed that this, like, scenario is much more, like, playing as Claire is much more, like, interactive. Because with Leon, you got to wait for Ada, and then obviously you get chased by the alligator, and then you get to play as Ada. But there's that whole, like, sequence where you're waiting, and you're walking with Ada, and then there's the gunshot scene and all of that. There's really none of that in Claire's scenario. You're always doing something as a character, or advancing to somewhere. Like, even right here, you're alone, and you have to kind of run through the situation running away from Mr. X, which we're just gonna kind of, like, rotate him around. Ooh, excuse me. We're gonna rotate him around the cars, and then we're going to bolt out of the garage. And now we gotta run down the street. You'll notice that there was a little fence. If you're playing Leon's first, and this is your first Claire run, you'll notice that there's a little fence door right here. Chain link fence door. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get up on the curb, and then you're going to shoot the zombie before you actually get on the curb. Or not. I guess I get on the curb, and it just causes him to knock it down. So he gets knocked down, and then we're going to have to stun the zombie behind the one that falls on the ground, so we can run past him like I just did. I definitely displayed what you were supposed to do a lot better than how I explained it. So, I'm very sorry. Sometimes I move a little too fast and my mouth can't keep up. But we're going to come down here, and this zombie can't really grab you if you're quick enough. And don't run into her. We're going to run here, and we're going to actually have to stun a lot of the dogs. So, this one who's on the car, I'm going to just... should have shot him. I should have shot him. I don't know why I didn't shoot him. But we're going to keep running. Oh, I tried to do the wiggle technique. What I'm trying to do is confuse the dogs and make them just bark at me instead of jumping at me. Because I can't figure out what's with the dog AI. But it definitely seems like... it's weird. It's so weird. sometimes if you're wiggling, they don't know where to attack you, so they just won't jump at you. I highly recommend you don't do that, and you turn around and you shoot them periodically to stun them, because that's so much more reliable. I missed that. Oh, that was close. That could have been bad. You can see that I'm repositioning the camera to kind of look at clear space so I can keep an eye on the dog behind me. But yeah, no, it's so weird because when you're playing as Leon and you kind of do a jiggle thing, it gets so confused and other times they don't. It's quite odd. So now we're going to just bolt it right to Chief Iron's office, where he's going to be dead. Well, not dead yet. We're going to skip this cutscene because this is a gross cutscene. Where a little baby embryo jumps out of his chest. It's you. But we're going to run to the very back of his office where there is a ladder hatch, and we're going to jump down it. And then we're going to activate a chase scene.
Sherry? Where are you?
Claire!
Sherry? I'll be right there!
So Mr. X is going to start chasing us, and we are just going to bolt forward. We're just going to keep running. Go, go, go! Don't die! That would be bad. So I want to see if I can do it quick enough, because I do like glitching out this audio a whole lot. If you do this entire sequence quick enough and then skip the cutscenes incredibly quickly, you can glitch out the audio.
Her daughter?
And
Can you
we didn't glitch it. I glitched it in my Claire A video. But yeah, if you do that sequence quick enough and then skip the cutscenes quick enough as well, you'll glitch out the audio and she'll like try to finish out her dialogue. It's quite funny. I'm kind of upset I didn't get it in this run, but it's whatever. So we're gonna run over here and head up into, like, I think what is the tram car area? I don't know what it is.
cable car? Here?
So we're gonna open up this right here. We're gonna run over here, grab these flaming rounds, turn around, and shoot that guy right there. If you shoot that guy, he won't bite you. I kind of have a small panic attack here because I notice I'm on danger. Ooh, my throat's getting a little dry here.
Come on, Sherry. Right there.
Resident Evil 2 works on DA system, which is difficulty adjustment. So the better you do throughout the game, the harder the game actually gets. So that's why when that zombie bit me there, I went from full health to danger immediately, because the game's all like, you're doing too good. So I had to knock me down a notch. We are going to want to make sure we have 6 open slots here for this next sequence of things we're about to do. We're going to run over here and grab the T-valve and the red herb. We're going to pull out the grenade launcher. And make sure flame rounds are equipped. And when their feet, like, match right there, you're going to shoot a flame round to try to burn them both. And here, I successfully did it. And so they were both on fire. If you don't burn them both, don't worry. Finish one off with your pistol bullets. Come over here and turn down press down on the lever to start opening the gate, and run back here for a little grenade. We're going to pick up this high-grade gunpowder, and then we're going to hug this left wall of goop so we don't get stunned by this G-adult. You know, I kind of wish for, like, the B scenarios, the sewer was different, because the sewer in both A and B scenarios of both characters are the exact same. And it's a little disappointing. I would have liked something happening, like, I don't know, maybe in a different order or something in the sewers. But that's just a small gripe, obviously. We're going to come up here, pick up the bullets right here, and grab the pouch. We're going to unlock this door, and all we're going to do is grab the rook plug. Grab the rook plug and leave. When you open this door, you're gonna run to the left, and the reason you gotta run to the left is because you're gonna get bit from zombies behind you if you don't. So you're kind of gonna take a hit there on purpose, just because. All right, so now we got a little problem. There is a G adult on aisle 5. I'm gonna hope I don't get grabbed here. Ooh! Okay, so right there, what you're supposed to do, I wanted to see how that played out, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to trick him into sinking back into the water, because what a G adult will do is they'll pop out of the water, but when they see that you're not on a level that they can get you, they kind of do this wiggle back into the water thing. You want to jump into the water as they're doing the wiggle into the water animation, so you don't get grabbed, because when they're falling down into the water, they can't stun you, they can't grab you. So you can just run by them without actually getting hurt. So that's what you want to do for that one right there. But now we're going into this area, and this area is kind of RNG. So we're going to hope we get lucky. I'm going to run over here and grab this herb so I can heal myself back up to full. We're going to jump over here in this water. We're going to see that a G adult just moved. We're going to run over here and we're going to shoot him, which is going to cause him to pop up. We're going to run past him as he's popping up. I'm going to hit that guy with an acid round and hug by his right arm because he's a little stunned from the acid round. I don't know why I didn't just shoot that guy in the face. That would have helped me a whole lot. Just shoot that guy in the face with your gun. I don't care if you waste a whole 6 rounds shooting him in the face. Just do it. As long as you get him stunned and can run past him, it could save your life. I believe if I'm right, you can die once in a standard run and still get S+ rank. So as long as you only die like once, you should be fine. Heck, as long as you do it quick enough, you could die maybe even twice and be fine. I'm gonna shoot that guy a couple times. And we get a lucky decap. Hey! Alright, Jail's gonna be proud of us. We're gonna pick up the king plug and fall down, which should wake up this guy. And now I'm going to shoot him until he dies. If my gun didn't have to reload.
Oh no.
So he's gonna fall down and I'm gonna run to the very back here. And I'm gonna use the king plug so we can grab ourselves the spark shot. I'm then going to pick up the plug again. And then I'm going to pick up the queen plug. I'm then going to put the queen plug in this slot over here. And I'm going to put the king plug in this slot right here. And then I'm going to run around and pick up the queen's plug back from her fuse box. And then pick up the king plug right here. So now, this is where the RNG kind of comes into play for these G adults. Because sometimes one can just be in front of the leaving, like the exit. One can just be standing right in front of the exit, blocking you. And sometimes he could be right there. And other times he can be somewhere else. He's kind of annoying.
Oh no.
Okay, so that guy's gonna fall, and we're gonna start moving. And you can see me trying to test the water to figure out where he is. We're gonna run by, and we're going to hope that he isn't over here. So we're gonna run, and look! He did spawn over here, and this is where the luck comes in. So this is why you need to make sure you have, flash grenades equipped. So if you get grabbed, you can stick a flash grenade in his mouth. If you have a knife equipped, it will not work. And then I get hit. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. I should not have gotten hit there. So yeah, that's where the RNG can really screw you over. But as long as you don't die, you should be fine and can just get past them. But yeah, knives don't actually stun them. So we're gonna let that guy charge at us, and then when he gets under the water, we're gonna run past him. In my A scenario video, I actually went up on top of the ledge when he tried to chase me. But since there's a zombie there in this scenario, we can't do that. So now we can return to the command center, whatever it is, to put all the spark plugs in their proper areas. I'm going to just go quiet until we get there for a quick moment. So going into our chest here, we're going to want to bring out all our flame rounds, and we are going to want to store those grenades. Store those grenades that are right there. We don't need them. We got to save them. I also say store the T-valve because you don't need it here either. Also, make sure you have acid rounds. We're going to run over here and pick up the night plug and the bishop plug. Moving to the right wall, we are going to put the night plug in the left container and the rook plug in the middle container. Running back to the left wall, we're going to put the king in the night plug slot, the bishop in the middle slot, and the queen by the slot next to the door. And that is the solution to that puzzle. If you guys need to, you can pause the video, rewind this part over and over again if you guys just need the quick solution for it. Or maybe if you need to, get a little piece of paper and jot down the solution on it in case you're planning on doing a run and you don't really want to stop and look it up. If you pause your game, if you press the escape key or your pause button, you pause your timer in the game, so you don't need to worry about wasting your S+ rank on that. The code for this is 2, 3, and 4 for the fuse. That's going to unlock the door. But now we're going to get attacked by G number 2. And we're going to run over here and hide ourselves right in between this, right behind this hose, because he can't reach us if we're behind this hose. So now we just kind of have to wait it out until he busts down the shutter for us. Okay, so after he bumps down the shutter right here, he's going to kind of lean forward, and that's when we're going to run past him. We're going to stop right here until we hear a roar. I think I ran a little too quickly. Yep, I did run a little too quickly. He didn't roar just yet. But you want to stop there until you hear like a groan, and then you run to the left. And this will give you some extra time to set up down here. But since I messed it up, we don't have a lot of time down here, so now we gotta hurry. We're gonna hit the button, we're gonna grab this flash grenade, and I'm gonna not pick up the knife. I'm gonna chuck the flash grenade underneath the shipping container, and then I'm going to hit him with a flame round, not the spark shot. That was an accident. We're gonna hit him with the flame round, and then another flame round. And this is gonna cause him to fall once. We're gonna hit him with another flame round. And then another flame round, and we're just going to keep hitting him with flame rounds. When he falls down again, because right now he's on the ground, he's going to stand up. But when he falls down again, we're going to shoot him with about 4 acid rounds. And we're going to hit the crane and then shoot him with about 4 acid rounds. Ooh, that is unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. So I'm going to hit him with another flame round. Another flame round, and we want to make sure that he's in the area where he can get hit by the crane. Oh, also pick up the pistol bullets right there. All right, so now switch to acid rounds and shoot him with 3 acid rounds. Oh, I don't know why I shoot him with another flame round. Yeah, just do 3 acid rounds, you'll be fine. But yeah, that is the boss fight.
I'm so sorry, Sherry. This is taking forever.
Now we're going to run over here and pull down this lever so we can open up this giant door. And we're going to carry Sherry all... We're going to carry Sherry all the way to the tram car. that's gonna take a moment. So,
That cable car.
you know, how's y'all's day? You guys enjoying the video? You guys liking it? You guys finding it helpful? If you're finding it helpful, hit that like button. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Also, did you know I'm producing a whole new series on this channel? It's called What Is, and it's a bit of a parody on the popular Marvel show What If, except I go in and explore what is video games and, you know, the experience to play video games and all that great stuff. I do research. I, you know, tell you what it's like to play the game, what kind of experience you're gonna have with it, and, at the end of this month, we'll have, What Is Cuphead. And next month, we'll have What Is God of Wars 2018. So if you guys are really interested in those games, you might as well hit that subscribe button and bat that bell in order to make sure you're catching up on all of that great stuff that's coming.
I'm getting you treatment. Just hold on.
Also, if you want to make sure that you have notifications on, make sure you set your bell personalized settings to all, so you get all my notifications. And if you only want half my notifications, just set it to personalized, and it will give you what you think you should be notified on my channel. But that doesn't work very well, so I always recommend that you do personalized to all. Yeah. But now that we're done with the shameless plugging, we're going to set Sherry down in her bed, and we're going to pick up the flame rounds right here. We're going to run over here, and we're going to open up this chest, and I'm going to put away the T valve, and I'm going to take out a herb. I'm also going to take out this high-grade gunpowder that's in here. So now this is about the end of the game. Now the B scenario goes faster in the lab, which I can very much appreciate. I don't like the back and forth in the lab too much in these games. I don't dislike the lab. I actually think the lab is a very interesting setting of like how it, like the ground zero of the entire virus and like how it affected this area. But I just don't like the whole maze-like situation with the Ivy area. So yeah, the B scenario is definitely much better for the lab. In my opinion. I mean, if you have a different opinion, that's completely fine and whatnot. We're gonna pick up this knife right here because I'm gonna use it. I'm going to open this door and check, and I see that that guy is right there, but I actually screw up getting out of the door. So now I have to use the knife right there, which is kind of a problem because I was supposed to use it when coming out of this room, but it's fine. Sometimes you gotta improvise when you mess up. Yeah, sometimes that guy will be to your right and not to your left. So I'm going to open up this door, but not leave out it, because now I have to shoot this guy until he either gets stunned or falls to the ground. And you may be wondering, hey, IG, why aren't you shooting him in the legs? You just said that shooting him in the legs is always the easiest way to stun him. That guy wears body armor, and you can't shoot through it. So, you gotta shoot him in the head. Yeah, it's always scary when the zombies got body armor. Alright, so we're gonna grab the frequency translator thingy there, and then we're gonna push down on the bridge. People who played the A scenario may realize that, hey, that's not where that's supposed to be, and that is what makes this area so much better for me. Because if you know the puzzle for the room, you can do all this in just one fail swoop, and it just makes the game a little bit more fun for me, in my opinion. That's why I don't like the maze-like situation that they have it going in the A scenarios, and I would much rather have it like this, like in the B scenarios. So, we're gonna grab the frequencer, we're gonna open up this bridge, and we're gonna cross, and we're going to need to grab some items out because we only get one trip. So we gotta make sure we get everything done in the one trip that we need to do. But I think I'm already all set up. So we're gonna open up this door, and we're gonna grab the high-grade gunpowder that's on the table right here. We're gonna run past this ivy. Why did I do that? You can just run past that ivy. Fire is really effective against ivies, but... Okay, so the solution for this puzzle is 2, 4... Wait. Or, wait, what? What was that solution? I hit the back button. I must have screwed it up. Okay. Well, I messed that up. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys need to, again, just rewind or pause the video if you guys need a solution to those puzzles right there. And you can jot them down on a little piece of paper, or you can just, you know, pause your game, like I said earlier. Normally, I'm much better at saying what the symbols are, but I kind of screwed it up and then got confused. So, I'm sorry, guys. So now we're going to run over here, and we got to do this puzzle. But first, we're going to grab the large gunpowder and mix it with our high-grade gunpowder. And then we're going to pick up this grenade right here. Then we're going to run over here and put the tube in these little, like, the green solution stuff.
Adjust amount of solution.
And the solution for this puzzle is blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. And then blue, red, green. Man, this solution is taking a bit of time to fill. Could have gotten myself a sandwich. So after we grab that, we're going to run out and we're going to... That guy's not supposed to be there, but we're going to shoot him in one of his bulbs so he gets stunned. That was scary. Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to run in here and we're going to pick up the flame rounds right here. Which apparently my inventory is full. So I'm going to have to shoot some people. So I'm trying to make sure they're all dead so I can do this puzzle without getting attacked by them after they wake up. Because when the lights turn on, they'll wake up. So we're going to use the frequency thing to turn on the lights right here. Okay, the signal modifier, but it's messing up with the frequencies. It's a frequency transmitter thingy. I think that's a much more explanatory name. So we're gonna run over here, which Licker's gonna drop down from the ceiling, and we're gonna shoot him to kill him. Then we're gonna run in here, and we have to freeze the solution.
5 new messages.
Whew. Damn. Should have packed my...
We're gonna put the solution in here to freeze.
Parka.
We're gonna skip the cutscene. And we're gonna pull the solution out, and we are going to run upstairs. We can just run out because the Licker can't hear us. And now we get to just run upstairs because we actually don't need to come back down the stairs. So we don't need to worry about killing zombies up the staircase. We do have to worry about the ivy that's right here. So I'm going to use a spark shot on him to get him out of our way. To our left is a high-grade gunpowder we're going to need to pick up. And then in this locker is some bullets that I also need to pick up. Wait, why didn't I pick up that high-grade gunpowder? IG? I guess I don't need to pick it up. My bad. Okay, we don't need to pick it up. That's in the A scenario we pick that up. Unless I screwed up and just decided to improvise. No, we don't need to pick it up. We don't need to pick it up. It's all good. Alright, we're going to put the solution in here. We're going to just skip the cutscene. And we have to go get the level 3 badge now.
Warning. You have dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged, and
So we're going to combine this with the wristband, and we are going to run back, which is going to wake up a bunch of Ivies. We're just going to have to dodge them. There's going to be an Ivy right in here. We're going to turn left immediately so he doesn't grab us. Head out this door. And then I'm going to burn these guys with a flame round. This guy gets out scot-free. because he's a jerk, but I'm going to shoot one of his bulbs off, which is actually going to kill him. Nice. All right. That's going to cause him to die, and we can run past him. And now it's time for our G3 boss fight. Claire's scenario, she gets to fight all the G scenarios. She gets to fight G1, G2, G3, G4, and G5. This thing really doesn't die. We're going to run in here and pick up a grenade. And then we're going to put the grenades in the chest right here. We have to use the frequency transmitter thing on this panel after we calibrate it to, you know, work. Stupid IG. Dummy IG doesn't know how to operate the signal transmitter thingy. Alright, so we're gonna stick that in the AWS thing, and then we can put it in the chest. We need to make sure we have all the acid rounds, which we do. And then we are going to run in here, and we're going to grab a high-grade gunpowder right here. And we are going to run across the bridge. Now, there is a reason I didn't pick up the gunpowders. That's right, I forgot. We have to do something extra on this playthrough, so we actually needed to save, the gunpowders for something later on. So we're going to come back here, and I'm going to mix, the high-grade gunpowder with this large gunpowder to get more acid rounds. But then I'm going to grab another high-grade gunpowder right here. And, what the hell? IG, stop dancing and grab the high-grade gunpowder. We're going to put the high-grade gunpowder in the chest right there and run across here so I can grab the vaccine for Sherry. And now we have to fight. This fight is really easy. You're basically just going to shoot acid rounds into the boss. And then if you have an opening, you're going to try to shoot his eyes. So, like, right here, I'm going to shoot his, like, his thigh. His thigh eye. We're going to shoot his thigh eye to pop it. And then we're going to just shoot his shoulder eye to pop it. And then I'm going to shoot his back eye. So anytime this boss is walking and you shoot an acid round, he gets stunned. And then anytime you pop an eye, he gets stunned. So basically, he's just stunning all the time. We're going to use this spark shot to hurt his main chest of eyes. And now I'm waiting for his eyes to regenerate. Once he starts walking, I'm going to stun him. I'm going to get close, and I'm going to hit his thigh eye. Ooh, that was a nice dodge. That left his back wide open so I could pop his back eye. Gotta shoot his shoulder eye. Reload. He's gonna pick up that thing, and while he's picking up that thing, I'm gonna run over here and grab this first aid spray. And I'm going to use it so I'm back up to full HP. And then I'm going to hide behind these canisters so the big thing he threw at me can't hurt me. He's gonna run over here and try to hurt me, but I'm gonna hit him with the acid round, which is gonna stun him, so he can't actually hurt me. He's walked again, so I'm gonna stun him again with another acid round. I'm gonna run into the middle area, so I'm not like stuck in a corner. He walks again, so I'm just gonna keep stunning him. Now I have an opening to shoot one of his eyes, so I'm gonna shoot the thigh eye and pop it. Try to shoot the shoulder eye and pop it, but I don't pop it, and actually he's at such low HP now that he's gone into his final form. I kind of wasted all those spark shots. So now while he's grabbing the big thing, we have to run over here into this cubby, which can be confused with the middle cubby, but we have to pick up the spark shot and the grenade. Ooh, that was close. All right, so he jumped on me. I'm gonna just keep hitting him with the acid rounds. When he has his chest open, don't shoot an acid round unless he's moving. Because that's just gonna be wasting acid rounds that you could use to just stun him. Alright, so I'm gonna hide behind the canisters right there. Okay, see, he wasn't moving, so there was no reason to do that. Alright, he was moving right there, so I stunned him. Again, no moving. And am I out of acid rounds? Might be out of acid rounds. No, I have 2 more acid rounds. Why didn't I just shoot him? Just keep shooting him with acid rounds until you run out. And this should be the last shot right here, if I'm right. Yep, that's it. He is dead. But yeah, don't shoot acid rounds at him unless he's moving, just because then you're wasting stuns that you can get. The only time you should be shooting him while he's not moving is if you're trying to pop an eye. But when his chest of eyes is open, you can't actually pop those. So you just basically shoot him anytime he's moving. So now we gotta return to Sherry. So I'm just gonna take a moment before we have to do everything else. So I'll be right back with you guys after we make it back to Sherry and are in the elevator descending down into the madness.
Sherry, can you walk faster? I don't want to rush you, but we have to go.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Alright, so now that we have Sherry, we're gonna come over here, press this button so we can enter the elevator and start our ride down.
To the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated.
Claire?
Yeah?
Thank you for being so nice to me. For helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place.
To the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Alright, so we're gonna start running across here and start running down. We're gonna take it right here. And now we gotta wait for Sherry. Freaking Sherry. Come on, Sherry, I already am carrying you. When Sherry gets here, we'll start making our way down and the timer will start. We're going to run past all these ivies.
Sherry, run!
We're gonna hug this right wall so this left ivy can't get us. This left Sherry. This left Sherry. We're gonna climb down the ladder right here and go interact with the door, which is gonna cause Sherry to be like, I can open the door for you, Claire. And you're gonna be like, do it now, Sherry.
Of course. Stupid thing's locked.
Or it's gonna happen like that, whatever.
What are you...
I think I can open it from the other side.
We're gonna run over here. I'm gonna grab this ammo and I'm gonna stay right here as some ivies are falling, so I can shock them when they fall. So we're gonna first have this one fall right here, and I'm gonna start shocking him. That's gonna pop all his bulbs. I'm gonna shock this guy, but I don't think it matters. I don't think you can actually shock him while he's like falling. But then he falls, and then I'm just gonna shock him here. And once you shock the second one, we're gonna wait by the door and wait for Sherry to open it for us. Come on, Sherry, hurry up. Like, it's taking some time. Sherry, I'm gonna, like, die over here, Sherry. Sherry, oh my god. Thanks, Sherry.
Nice work, Sherry.
I've been mainly doing most of the work right now, Sherry, so, okay. We're gonna run over here with the zombie that had 0 HP. I'm gonna name him Ted. We're gonna shoot Ted and then run all the way across this giant metal bridge.
Had a girl. Think we're almost out of here.
We're gonna grab this red herb right here and mix it with our green herb.
Worth a try.
We're gonna run inside the train. Wait, I forgot to grab the grenades. You gotta run over here to this chest and grab all the grenades out. I almost really screwed up. That is literally the crux of this entire run. You can put the band in the chest. You need to make sure you have 4 open slots. So we're gonna pick up the fuses right here. We're gonna run over here, open this door, and take out the minigun. And then we're gonna put the fuses in this slot right here. And skip the cutscene, exit the room, and skip this cutscene. And now it's time to fight Birkin. So, just like in Claire's A scenario, we're going to do the same thing in her B scenario. So, I'm going to start off with a flame round, actually, in this one, though. Make sure your grenades are equipped. He's going to jump down right here. Once he starts facing you, you're going to chuck a grenade. And this boss fight is completely determined on how many... Why can't you just die? This boss fight is completely determined on how many eyes you can pop. So, that's why we use grenades. Grenades will pop an entire chest worth of eyeballs. I never thought I'd say that sentence in my life, but here we are. Another thing you want to do is make sure you're on the edge of the train, so when he does a charge move, he doesn't get you. So you can kind of turn around the corner. Anytime he does a charge move also, when he like bumps into the wall and goes his camera back, that's when you should probably chuck a grenade at him. But yeah, you never want to be on the horizontal part of the train. You want to be on like the corners. I'm trying to take a look to see if he's like climbing up the wall, which he is. If he starts doing this, if you want to, you can kind of shoot him down with the minigun. I'm just going to decide to wait. He's going to jump on top of the train right there. We're going to hit him with a flame round, and then he's going to jump off of it. And when he does that, we're going to chuck a grenade at him. This is going to clear a chest of his eyeballs. And then he's going to do a charge at us. He can't turn while he's charging. He can just kind of slightly tilt himself, but so he hit himself against the wall. We're going to clear another line of eyeballs, and right here I can see that I can probably blow him up again, clearing another line of eyeballs. Now I'm trying to run to the corner so I don't get attacked by a charge like he just did right there. He's going to get bumped, and I believe I'm out of grenades now, so now we're just going to pop him with the minigun. Now we're going to use the revolver, and we're just going to unload into his chest with it. He's going to try to do a charge, but we're on the corner, so we don't got to worry about it. And once he starts spewing from his chest like he is right now, we have killed him. He is dead. We can just wait for the timer to kind of go up. Like, basically, he's just now on a timer now. If you want to, you can kind of keep shooting him, but you don't really have to. You're just waiting for the cutscene to start to play. Alright, so there's the cutscene. We're going to skip the cutscene. And now here we are at G number 5, the final fight. We're going to pick up the large gunpowder and pull out the high-grade gunpowder from the chest. Basically, we're just going to use the minigun for this entire fight. Though, we really don't need anything else. Actually, we're going to use the minigun when his eye opens up. So we're going to run all the way to the edge here until he busts open the back wall here. So I'm just going to use my acid rounds. And then I'm going to use my flame rounds. And then I'm going to use my minigun, basically.
Hope you like bullets, because I got a hell of a lot more. Hey, how the hell are you still
Basically, you're just shooting into the middle part of him until his eyeball opens, the big giant eyeball in his mouth. When that opens, you're gonna switch to your minigun and you're just gonna unload, baby. Say hello to my little friend. You're just gonna keep shooting, and you're gonna keep shooting, and you're not gonna stop until the cutscene plays and he dies, and that is the end. That is how you get S+ rank. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game. I hope this guys helped you. As always, if you did, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. I will catch you guys in the next one.
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we're just. Well, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look! He might be able to give us a ride.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
Hey, that was Live Another Day by the great.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, you guys can adopt me.
Adopt you.
We can get a puppy
Puppy.
and a parrot.
Parrot.
I always wanted pets, but my mom said they're too fussy.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.